All comes down to this, the last week of the regular season for high school football. We start tonight with a rivalry in 5A, Powell against West. Mark Packer joins us now with a breakdown.
Well, when you talk about rivalry games, Powell versus West is one of those games over the years that's always been a good one, and tonight, essentially a rock fight. Let's show you what happened. Not a whole lot of highlights except this one. West trying to take a 3-0 lead, but there's the man of the hour, Shamir Mobley, the senior, with the block, with the scoop and score, almost trips and falls, but it's 7-0. And then the backbreaker as Deuce Rogers with the touchdown pass to Zion Jackson. 15-3 is the final score as Powell does get the win. There's our MVP. He's down there dancing on the field. Right behind you is where you scored the touchdown. Yep. You almost tripped and fell.
I did, at the 5 right there.
You did, but I mean, tell me what you saw on that play.
I mean, it was literally nothing but green. There was nobody. I was in my zone. I did hear the West coach say, go get him, made me run a little faster because I didn't want to get tackled, and then that's when I almost tripped and fell.
Well, hey, talk about the win, though, tonight. I mean, you knew you were the number 1 seed coming in. You're the number 1 seed. You'll be at home next week. But beating West, it never gets old.
Yeah, I mean, we had this was really the only game, not the only game, but this was one of the most intense games that we knew was going to be intense. We had to come to West. It doesn't really people don't really beat West at West.
Yeah.
We got the job done. We prepared for this all week. I want to say thank you to Coach Lowe, Coach Gibby for really training us to get the job done.
We head to Oak Ridge at Maryville for the number 1 seed in 6A. Let's start with Maryville in the first quarter. Will Jones with the fake handoff to Cam Porter, who also faked the cameraman, Rafi, right there. He didn't end up getting it, but he ends up getting himself into the end zone for a Rebels touchdown, 7-0. Oak Ridge with another 3 and out. They had a lot of those, and the Rebs have the ball back once again. Jones hands the ball to Torrey Buford. Some trickery, turns around, slings it back to Jones for another Maryville touchdown. Rebs go up 14-0. And the process would continue. Maryville running back Cam Porter drives his way into the end zone for, you guessed it, another Rebs touchdown. Maryville secures the win and becomes region champs. The final 34-0. Another region battle with Carter at Gibbs. An Eagles win could secure home field advantage during the first round of the playoffs as long as Anderson County loses tomorrow against Alcoa. First quarter 0-0. Gibbs QB Keith Jones Jr. airs it out to Reed Daniel for the first down in red zone territory. Same drive, different quarter going the other way. Tucker Ownby is the one to run it in. Gibbs goes up 7-0. Still in the second, Hornets with the ball in a similar drive of their own. Brody Sparks to Jackson Stuffle. Would have been a touchdown. Looks like he celebrated a little too early, but that does not matter. A rushing score from Joseph Armenta ties the game up 7 apiece, but Gibbs goes on to win this one 31-28. Lastly, Oneida looking to finish the regular season a perfect 3-0 in region play against Eagleton. Start the second half, Eagleton up 33-7 big. Oneida quarterback Brock Ryan looking for his receiver, but throws deep into the wrong hands. Eagleton DB Parker Lewis picks it off and sets the Royals up for this next play. Quarterback Mason Mitchell showing off his arm as well. Lane Cope is on the other end for another 80-yard score, and this would be a 40-7 on the scoreboard, and that would be your final as well. Eagleton actually becomes the first school from Blount County from the Blount County School District, to win a region crown since 1987. Eagleton will be the 1 seed while Oneida will be the 2 seed when playoffs roll around. And tomorrow on 10 News at 11, it's time for the 10 Sports Blitz, the last regular season finale, and we'll be back right after this.